Hello FNAFers, the spring's come back and so did FNAF, and today we'll talk about who I think actually possesses Glamrock Freddy. After the game came out, people theorized that he was possessed by Michael Afton, Henry Emily, Crying Child, Cassidy, and even William Afton. But what if they were all wrong? If we look at the game's files, we'll find out that FNAF 9 had a lot of cut voice lines that did not make it into the game but were found by fans. And some of those lines seem to be hinting at something that happened in the story, and one of those lines belongs to Vanessa, and hear what she says.
No, I can find him. It won't be like the last one.
From this line, we find out that Gregory is not the first kid to stay after hours at the Pizzaplex, but something went wrong last time, and this can be interpreted in two ways. Either the last kid escaped and Vanessa is worried that if she lets another one escape then Glitchtrap will do something to her, or Vanessa, when not under the control, tried to find and help the last kid, but he was afraid just like Gregory. But unlike Gregory, he did not make it out alive, and Vanessa is worried that if she won't find Gregory in time, he will die, like the last kid, by Vanessa's evil persona, which we know as Betty. In the game, we can find a hidden room behind Sandrop's room at the daycare, and it seems like someone has been living there for some time before we came, based on the blankets and pillows, and from the looks of it, it was a kid, based on the children's clothing all around the room and drawings. The drawings are of the Glamrock animatronics, but on the drawing with Freddy, there is also a boy, unlike on the others. The boy is holding Freddy's microphone, and above the boy is the word "me", written by the one who drew this drawing. If we look more around the room, we will also notice a Glamrock Freddy pajama. From both of these clues, we can assume that whoever was living here was a kid who liked Glamrock Freddy. Now, if this is the same kid that Vanessa was talking about, and the kid did not make it out alive, then what if he possessed Glamrock Freddy? We'll talk about Glamrock Freddy in just a moment, but before we continue, I want to ask you to please subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my videos and press that like button with a bell. Let's talk about why Glamrock Freddy is possessed in the first place. When Glamrock Freddy got low on power and damaged, he said that he could not go anywhere, but then he comes to help us, and Gregory asks him how he did it, and Freddy simply replies with,
"Consider it a second wind."
Then at the end of the game, Glamrock Freddy says this.
I know what this is. I have been here before. She brought me here. I found myself for the first time when I cleared the path. I did not want to, but I had no choice. Now I have a choice. I have changed. My friends are here. They are so angry, confused. But I can protect you. I am not me.
Let's analyze this line. Freddy says that he first time found himself at the underground of the Pizzaplex where Burntrap is roaming, and that Benny has brought him there. We can assume that Benny has brought the kid to this place for something and killed him. And as we know from the books, when a person dies, he forgets everything before he died, which would explain what Freddy meant by when he found himself for the first time, when he cleared the path. That was the first thing he remembers, clearing a path for Vanessa as Glamrock Freddy, and that he had no choice. Then Glamrock Freddy says that he now has a choice, and that he will protect us, and that his friends are there too. Perhaps are the children that Benny has killed, And he says that he is not himself, saying that he as a soul is now fully aware. What if he wants to protect Gregory, because Gregory is in the same situation as he was before he died? But what if he wasn't alone and had an animatronic on his side too, just like Gregory? As we know, there was a Glamrock Bonnie at the Pizzaplex, but then he went missing. We theorize that he was dismantled by either Monty or Vanny. What if Glamrock Bonnie tried to help the last kid, but Vanny either herself or with Monty dismantled him and killed the kid, who then possessed Glamrock Freddy? If we walk up to Bonnie's stage while in Freddy, he'll say that he misses Bonnie. And this could be because Bonnie was a part of the band. But what if he misses him because Bonnie tried to help him before he died, even though he doesn't remember it? So yeah, tell me in the comments what you think about this theory, and who possesses Glamrock Freddy in your opinion, and could his story be connected with Glamrock Bonnie in some way? Or you can join my Discord server in the description and talk about it there. But for now, that's it. Subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my videos, press that like button with the bell, and remember, I always come.